Hi, and welcome to Book Chat with Julie. I'm Julie with the Argenta Branch Library, and we're part of the Lehman Library System in North Little Rock, Arkansas. And it's a Happy New Year. Happy 2021. And today is Pajama Day, Snow Day. How many of you like a snow day? When you hear, oh, we might have a snow day, do you picture number one that's on the screen? I do. But that's where I live. That's kind of a dream because we typically get picture number two. Picture number two is there's a little snow on there, but it's predominantly ice. I live at the top of a hill, so once I get home and they're predicting ice and snow, we don't leave. We prepare for power outages, knock on wood. Where's my wood? We haven't had any in the many years that we've lived here, not more than a few hours or maybe just a day. But it's okay. It's okay with me if that's all it is, because I stay prepared. We stock up on batteries, we stock up on flashlights, we stock up on lanterns. Luckily, I have a house full of readers. We make sure that we have batteries for our power packs and our backup power packs for all the electronics that we have to survive with. We will stock up on bread and milk, but that's not important to us. Getting my book light and my lantern with the proper batteries is more important to me so that I can continue to read. Just give me an extra blanket and Harrison on my lap, and I'm good to go for a day or two if we have a power outage. So snow days for us, when the boys were growing up, since we do live at the top of the hill, we do have a hill in the backyard that if we did get snow, we could get a little sledding in. But even if we didn't, a snow day for us, and especially now in the adult world, it's a day off. And who knows if we're going to get those. We've just had 10 months of what I call snow days. I've lived in my pajamas and sweats for the last 10 months. These are actually new ones for this video because I've worn out all my pajamas in the last 10 months. We did have a snow day back in the fall. Was actually a hurricane day. Who knew that was going to happen in North Little Rock, Arkansas? But we did. But to prepare for our snow days here, especially again when the boys were younger, is we would always have biscuits and honey, which I have there, always hot chocolate, tons of marshmallows, and we would make chocolate chip cookies. Those were always a fun snow day if we had a day off. And a snow day to me is that unexpected day off where you can just kind of chill out. So this year for Christmas, my younger son, who's actually my producer and editor on my videos, he knows how much we love and I love snow days. He got me these penguin socks that say snow day on them. So I have those tucked away for that special snow day if we get it this year. The other thing I do is usually in the fall, just knowing that we might be having snow days coming up, is I usually have a basket or a bag and I fill it with the magazines and the catalogs, puzzle books, and things like that that I maybe haven't had time during the holidays to just kind of sit down and read, or I'm going to reread the magazines. I go through and cut out my recipes or articles that I want to save. But those are snow day things for me. I have collected a few books over the last couple months to prepare. I kind of like to get kind of a mystery thriller book for a snow day and save it because it's usually one that you can dive right in and you can get it done in a day or even a day and a half to 2 days, depending on how long your snow day is. So I have a couple. I told you in my last video that I would tell you about One by One by Ruth Ware. That was my Christmas Eve read for my Icelandic Christmas Eve. And from the first page to the last page, there's still a twist. It was quite a read. And the basis of the story is getting snowed in at a luxurious rustic ski chalet high in the French Alps doesn't sound like the worst problem in the world, especially when there's a breathtaking vista, a full-service chef and a housekeeper, a cozy fire to keep you warm, and others to keep you company, unless that company happens to be 8 co-workers. each with something to gain, something to lose, and something to hide. And again, that will be your, from the first page to the last, it's going to keep you going. Another book that I've pulled aside that I'm about to get started on here, even if we don't have a snow day, I'm ready for my new book. It's Lisa Unger's Confessions on the 745. Selena is commuting home from her job when the train stalls. She meets Martha, and as they talk while the train is stalled, confessions flow within their conversations. Days later, drama occurs, and Selena begins to wonder, who was Martha really? So again, that's a good stay up all night thriller. Yesterday, as I was leaving the house to go to work, I had a knock on the door, and it was my mailman, and he was delivering this book. It's Jane Harper's The Survivor. Now, I will tell you, this is an advanced reader's copy, and the actual book comes out February 2nd. It's already debuted in Australia, and it debuts and comes out February 2nd here in the United States. So I've got it right after that one to get started. And it's a mystery set on the Tasmanian coast. Kieran and Elliot's life changed forever on a single day when a reckless mistake led to devastating consequences. The guilt that still haunts him resurfaces during a visit with his young family to a small coastal community he once called home. Kieran's parents are struggling in a town where fortunes forged by the sea. Between them all is his absent brother, Finn. When a body is discovered on the beach, long-held secrets threaten to emerge, a sunken wreck, a missing girl, and a question that never washed away. So again, another little thriller. The Winter Soldier. This one's actually been on our shelves at Argenta for a couple years, and I was just scouring the shelves right before Christmas, looking for if I had missed any winter books that I might want to read, and just kind of going back through and looking for books that I might have missed when they came out in, say, like 2018 or before, or 19, and I haven't had the time to scour the shelves. So I was doing that, and I found Winter Soldier, The Winter Soldier. And it is set in Vienna in 1914. And Lucius is a 22-year-old medical student when World War I explodes across Europe. Enraptured by romantic tales of battlefield surgery, he enlists, expecting a position at a well-organized field hospital. Well, that's not what he got. He got tucked away in a church in a remote valley in the mountains, and everyone was gone. The doctors had fled, and only one single mysterious nurse named Sister Marguerite remains. He's never lifted a scalpel, and as the war rages across, he finds himself falling in love with the woman whom he must learn a brutal makeshift medicine. One day, an unconscious soldier is brought in from the snow, his uniform stuffed with strange drawings. He seems beyond rescue until Lucius makes a fateful decision that will change the lives of doctors, patient, and the nurse forever. The Winter Soldier is a story of war and medicine, of family, of finding love in the sweeping tides of history, and finally, of mistakes we make and the precious opportunities to atone. So I thought that would be a good one to have on my to-be-read pile. I have a couple others down in the front that are kind of in my to-be-read pile, and that's the Jodi Picoult, A Book of Two Ways, and Invisible Girl by Lisa Jewell. That one is another mystery thriller, and The Book of Two Ways of Jodi Picoult is a now and then back and forth chapter type story. And the last book that I'm going to talk to you a little bit is called Little Wishes. The these are all thrillers and good page turners. This is a love story. Some people might even call it a sappy romantic love story, but it's a good little book. It is also written in the then and now chapter, back and forth chapters to tell a love story, and it's the story of a first love. For 49 years, Elizabeth, she awakes on her favorite day of the year to an unsigned note on her doorstep. Even though it's not signed, she knows who it's from. Her first and truest love, Tom Hale. But today, it's the 50th anniversary of their love, but there's no note. So like I said, this is a sappy little romantic love story. It's also a I'm not crying, you're crying type of story too. So it won't take you very long to read it, but have some tissues ready. You're going to laugh, you're going to cry, and you probably will even remember maybe your very first love, your first kiss. And that's kind of what Little Wishes is about. So I have quite a few little books to get started on, whether or not we have snow or not. As I record this, it is cold outside. They're predicting something maybe in the next 4 or 5 days. We might get a dusting. You never know in my part of the town what that means. A little dusting could keep us in the house for a week. A little dusting could mean you got to get up and get a shower and get to work because we're still open. Where I grew up in St. Louis, when you had snow, you got up, put your boots on, you shoveled your stairway down, your driveway out, and you followed the snowplow to school. So snow days were not something that I grew up with a lot of snow days of stay-home statos. So one of the things that I want to introduce you to as we get started in this new year is I've started a Get Your Mittens on a Great Summer. See, the sun is out and I'm thinking it's summer. Get Your Mittens on a Great Winter Read. It's a 2021 Winter Reading Challenge. You can find this form on our Facebook page, Instagram page, Twitter. You can find it on our Layman webpage, in the Layman newsletter, if you get that in your email. If you don't have any of those, but you can see me, call me at Argenta, and I will email this to you. You can come and pick one up. You can pick up the hard copy. I have them all printed out and ready. And it has 10 challenges in there to do from now until the end of March. And what you'll do is you'll do these challenges. I'll be happy, as well as all my other coworkers, to find you a book that might fit in the categories that we're asking you to read, or to challenge yourself to read something that you've never read before. The very first challenge is choose a book that I have talked about in one of my book chats. It can be this book chat, or you can go back to the Layman Library Facebook page or the YouTube page and watch past videos and see maybe some of the books that you might have missed in one of my videos. It says listen to an audiobook, choose a book that retells a story, and there's 10 challenges. And when you finish this, you can email me your answers. You can put this in the Argenta Dropbox. You can somehow get it to me if you and if you're not local, I'll email it to you. If you're one of my non-Arkansas book chat followers, I'll be happy to mail this to you, and then you can give me your answers. It'll be interesting to see what people from different parts of the country and even the world. I found out I have a follower in Australia, so be interesting to see what books you choose. But you'll return it to me by March 31st, and then they all go into a drawing. And I have a couple prizes, but I have some literary prizes, and I have a really fun gift card that I think the top winner will have fun with. So challenge yourself with 10 winter challenges. It will make you think about what kind of book you're going to pick out. And again, call me, and I'll be happy to help you pick out some books that go under those different categories. And I look forward to seeing you in February. February will be obviously a Valentine. Ooh la la. We're going to touch base in Paris. I've never been to Paris, but we're going to look at Paris in the February Love Ooh La La book chat. So thank you again. I hope you all are safe and well. And I think my message always for 2021 is mask up, check on your neighbor, let's take care of each other, and we'll get through this. So thank you again for joining another book chat with Julie.